Hello everybody, this is Chrysantheme and welcome back to Might and Magic 8. And you know what, let's just go ahead and enter Eschaton's Crystal. Why is it called Eschaton's exactly? Well, we are about to find out. Well, a bit later I guess, but... So the thing with Eschaton's Crystal is... One, I never look forward to it because it is extremely difficult. But luckily it's short. So this crystal is kind of like the transition between the overworld plane and the so-called plane between planes. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to set up and hope for the best, I guess. Oh wait, I forgot one more spell. Probably the most important spell actually. Protect from magic, there we go. Okay, so say hello to Crystal Sentries, which, while strong, are not really the main problem here. I'm just gonna unmatch that, unquick cast that one. And yeah, you should just go in with Toxic Cloud. And I'm gonna keep healing with my Cleric. So I wonder if you've seen how many times that dragon actually attacked me, because right behind there are ruby dragons and they have attacks similar to the Might and Magic 6 and 7 blasters, and I'm pretty sure you guys, well, actually I don't know, if you're watching this, if you're just watching Might and Magic 8, I also did a playthrough of Might and Magic 6 and 7, and in there we have laser rifles. Haha, spoiler alert. But yeah, I want to say like the attribute or the thing with blasters is that they have incredibly low recovery times, and as you can see, these guys actually hit me several times per their rotation, so hopefully my priest is gonna come back soon. I have regeneration on, but I'm gonna skip your turn. And I'm just gonna go near you because I think I killed myself with the whole, what's the word I'm looking for? With the whole bow thing. Noble bone bow, devil bone bow, noble bone bow. I can never remember which one it is. Is it the noble bone bow or the devil bone bow? Because, you know, they're similar ones. Okay, so my priest fainted, so I'm gonna have to wait a bit so that he comes back to us. Kind of bursted myself down using my own bows, which is kind of bad actually, but you know, what are you gonna do? Okay, so Pain Reflection I still have. I actually have no idea whether or not Pain Reflection does any significant portion of, you know, damage back, but Archangel Broadsword of Infernos. Well, this is all decent, I guess, but I have better things. Let's go forward. And in any case, this is why I pretty much hate this place. The whole place is crawling with these crystal guard sentries and everything. And on top of that, we also have the incredibly punishing dragons. So, yeah. Woo. Let me just... Okay. And there we go. So how are we gonna do this? Again, I kind of have to be careful about the whole damaging myself thing with my noble bone bow. Ooh. Got damaged quite a lot there. So I'm guessing... I guess I'm gonna put heal back on my quick spell. That's better. So luckily my... Oh, I should do this. There we go. Because I think Oh yeah, we are in melee range, so that's good, I guess. So we can do it this way. Oops. Okay. Just gonna wait for that. Sorry about that. I have a weird cough these past few days. Yeah. So that is basically it. Well, not for the dungeon. There's still plenty of dungeon to go. Fortunately or unfortunately. I don't want to be dealing with you. I'm fine with choosing you, honestly. I hate you. Abusing game mechanics that are probably not supposed to be there. Either that, or since, you know, it's Might and Magic 8, it is possible that it's working as intended. Which is not working at all. Oh yeah, I forgot. So last episode we found the Druid Circlet. And it turns out that that was most likely indeed an item that they planned to have the Druid class sort of, you know, obtain. However, the class basically got scrapped, so that's pretty much it. I actually looked into it, so, you know, I was actually really, I was curious, basically, what it means, or what it is, what it's for. It's not connected to any quest or anything, so yeah, we might as well just check it because it's a useless item. It's a de facto useless item. So what's this place? I don't know. Or actually, I think I do know, but yes. So in each Might and Magic game, right, there's a certain, let's say, dungeon that is basically a tribute to the people that designed this game. I think it's called the New World Computing Dungeon. Should I go for increased effect of all earth spells over armor class plus 19? No, I'm not gonna go over armor class 19 because I only have 87 armor class. Plus 10 to all 7 statistics, that is nice, but unfortunately no axe-wielders. So yeah, since my Lish only has 87... How do you only have 87 armor class? Does that make sense? I guess it makes sense because the crown doesn't give me anything, which is really bad. Any things with armor class on you, actually. I would have taken this of earth magic just, you know, just because, but unfortunately we are not strong enough without my armor class. Or I just think if I reduce the armor class that I've been giving with the circle, because it's a 19 armor class, I'm afraid that my Lich is going to be, well, even frailer for sure, but too frail to basically finish the game normally. I just think I'm going to have way too much trouble with him. So yeah. Come on, Sapphire Dragon, can you please die? Almost thought that's a Ruby Dragon, and that one behind is a Sapphire Dragon. So here's the weird thing, right? This whole dungeon is really small, but in my opinion houses the... Or not in my opinion, it actually does house the strongest monsters in the game, those being the dragons. However, the weird thing about it, right, is that they are only present here. They aren't present in the plane between planes, as you will see later. And it just doesn't make sense, in all honesty. I mean, I'm not complaining because it makes the game tolerable, because I can't imagine running through the whole last dungeon basically doing fights with these guys. Because they're just too strong. Oh yeah, and one thing that I'm going to also say is that while they may seem... oh, I guess they're both paralyzed, and that's nice. While they may seem trivial like this, or, you know, here, one thing that you have to do if you want to go in and have any semblance of a good time is you have to have protection from magic, because these dragons, they also have the ability to one-shot your characters. And needless to say, that is not a nice thing to have happen to you. Okay, so that's that part. What did I pick up though? Let's check out these things. And this mace. Fire resistance of vigor, plus 10 to all 7 statistics. That would actually be nice, but I have... alchemy skill. Fire resistance and regenerate hit points over time. No, that is like... that's a hat that that is enchanted with the of the Phoenix stand. Now that is interesting, to say the least. Trollish War Mace of Thunderbolts. Actually looks kind of cool. And I like Thunderbolts, but, you know, I have a better weapon here already. I think, yeah, it's better. Have a bit of hiccups as well. Jeez, I'm just not feeling, you know, my 100% today. Still feeling good though. Oops, that is the... I put the thing to the wrong person. These things are not for you. I like my inventory sorted, if at all possible. And I'm going to give this to you. Yeah, I think I'm already finished with all the potions and everything, but, you know, might as well. So this is the last room of this dungeon. I'm just going to do this for, I don't know, I guess for experience and, you know, for completion's sake. Do I still have protection from magic on? Yes, we do. As I was saying, take protection from magic because I think these dragons have the ability to... well, they basically have the ability to one-hit your foes. One-hit your foes? One-hit your party. They basically have the instant death mechanic, which, you know, is always nice to see in games. Because there are so many ways to outplay that one in a game such as this. In case it wasn't entirely obvious, I was being sarcastic, of course. That is one of the few things that actually irritates me to no end in Might and Magic. Well, all Might and Magic games actually, because there are a couple of enemies that just abuse that mechanic. So I'm finished with this place. And I'm just gonna go and sell the things quickly, because we got a lot of things from those dragons and everything. Not that we needed them, actually, you know. I think I already said that I won't be picking stuff up because we have, well, to say that we have enough money is to say that water is wet. It is stating the obvious, but for some reason I cannot leave things unlooted for some reason. And yeah, I think that's good. It just feels better to identify items, see what you can get. What's this? Of acid. No, I still like of Infernos actually. The thing with the of acid enchantment is that it deals body damage, I think. And since it deals body damage, I guess there are only a few things that resist it. But, you know, the things that do resist it are, well, I guess among the stronger ones. I'm not entirely correct. Maybe having the body damage enchantment would actually be, you know, the best. But I don't know. I just feel like having the of Inferno's one is better. Possibly because I'm used to playing Might and Magic 6 and 7. Or at least, you know, I started with 6 and 7 and then I went to 8. Because, you know, 6 came before 7, came before 8. But in there we have the slime enemies that are actually immune to all sorts of physical damage and also any kind of body damage, which is basically poison damage. And that, in my eyes, just made, you know, poison damage enchantments useless, because I usually had the most problem with them. Okay, so we have to solve this sort of puzzle here. Wow, it's basically, I think it's called Simon Says, but basically you have to repeat the I'm so bad at this. It's basically a Simon Says type puzzle. Ah, there we go. So I've activated this portal that will lead me out of Eschaton's Crystal and into Plane Between Planes. As I said earlier, this is actually not the hardest place in the world. Or in the game, actually, is what I wanted to say. Can we deal damage to them? Yes, we can, but we deal really little damage to them, which means they are most likely immune to physical damage. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use a light bolt, and yeah, I can use Toxic Cloud on them as well. Okay, we killed Fear. There's a funny thing, isn't it? Like, you've killed Fear. And I'm just gonna use Dark Fire for them with my Dark Elf, because that deals more damage. That is 1 paralysis. Ether Champion. Those guys aren't immune to anything. Oh yeah, I can get rings from these guys. And plate mails, I think. Ring of Disarming. I don't really need it. So I guess only the nightmares are immune to physical damage, which is nice, I guess. I need to do less things. Thankfully, I guess that the Noble Bone Bow actually deals magical damage, which I didn't know, actually. Which is interesting, but I guess it makes sense in a sort of, you know, might and magic-y way. As you can see, these guys go down much faster than the crystal dragons. So I'm just gonna run around here, do some stuff. And the ether lords are the strongest, you know, ether monster guys here. Kinda look cool, actually. I have no idea whether or not I should just be farming them. I think I should just go straight for the end dungeon, actually. Which, unsurprisingly, is here, because, you know, that's why we're here. Plate armor. But at this point we are pretty much equipped as well as we'll ever be. So that guy had 2 plate armors on them. Nice. I need to be a bit careful because my cleric's insane, which means if I sleep I won't be getting any what's called spell points on him. It's good on my knight, actually, because I get speed and might, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I can't see because well, my because Day of the Gods is still going. So yeah, this is the last dungeon, and we'll be spending I want to say a fair amount of time here. Only because it is a weird, convoluted place with buttons and everything. There's only really one way that you can go, but you know, you'll have to find the right one. So most of the doors don't open normally. I say most. And then open the first one normally. But yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to be dealing with that. I'm gonna use one divine intervention here actually. Did they break anything of mine? No, they didn't. So at this point I really would actually want a normal bow for my dark elf. Ooh, nice halberd. Nice. I think that's one of the more cooler looking halberds in the game. But yeah, we'll be spending a lot of time here purely because there's just no way to navigate this sort of like normally, and you have to be careful about hidden doors, so help yourself with your minimap. It really is a blessing. Okay, so this is one lever and the other lever. Like, you will have to press all the levers, so it doesn't really matter. Like, if you find a lever, just, you know, press it. Because if this place had, you know, like combination logs that you have to, let's say, pull the levers in a specific order, otherwise, you know, you won't be able to continue, that would just have made it a real pain. As it is, it's not as bad because you can pull all the levers that you see, and well, that makes things a lot easier actually. So why did we come here? Is there a lever here? No, it doesn't seem so. Rohani. Let's open these things with you. Earth resistance, do not need. Spell points. I think everybody has the spell point thingy at this point. Mind resistance plus 12, endurance armor and body resistance, nice. I'm just gonna give this one. I'm just gonna give this everything to my knight because you don't have rings yet. And it's gonna be, actually I'm gonna give this one to you because it gives you armor. Okay, so what else do we have on the necrotic volume? Shrinking, and well, we're getting a lot of acid enchantments. I don't know what it is. Which is interesting, but you know, it's RNG. Okay. This, I guess, is a sort of treasure room of body resistance. I'm gonna give this one to you as well. And there we go, another lever. So I'm already beginning to kind of lose myself in this dungeon. Because after your minimap's been filled out, it's really hard to navigate just because it has a lot of samey looking places. And it's just annoying. Oh, what did I pick up? A dark night plate. Okay, reagents. Mace and the belt. Actually, you need a belt. There we go. Plus 10 to all 7 statistics. Won't really make a difference, but you know, at least you won't be beltless. You'll keep your pants from falling down. Which, as we all know, pants falling down is the bane of every good adventurer. So I guess this is it. Nothing to do here. I can possibly get mana back from this one, but I'm not sure. Yeah, cabinets. Full of items. Oh, this is actually really rare. Phoenix feathers, for some reason, are really hard to come by. Can you learn that? No, you already know that. Nice. Boots of life. Boots of intellect. No, I don't want intellect. I want something... I want better stats on my items now. Dragon harpoon. Plus 10 to all 7 statistics. Mind resistance. I accidentally gave this one to you. Ooh, more chests. Nice. Where resistant to paralysis? I'm actually gonna give this one to my priest, and a Sun Opal Ring of Dark Magic increases effects of all dark magic spells. I wonder if it stacks with my thingy. Where resistant to paralysis again? Increases effect of all body spells. I already have that. Actually, I can check if it stacks with my shield. So where is into paralysis? Increases effect of all body spells. Let's see. So we have a +5 bonus on my body, and now we still have a +5. So nope, I'm gonna be using it. What is this actually? Oh, regenerate spell points over time. That would be a really hard trade for me actually. Does it make a difference? It doesn't. Unfortunately, it doesn't. I always like to check certain things because, you know, in the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, well, you know, or not in the back of my mind. Like generally, I'm like, yeah, I know it doesn't stack. But then in the back of my mind, I have this, basically a doubt nibbles on, you know, my brain. And it just goes, maybe it does stack. So I just, you know, I just make sure and check. Okay. So now I need to find the door that was opened with the levers. Is it here? Yeah, this one opened. There we go. And can I go here now? No, I can't. Oh, so this opened, and there's a lever on top here, or a button, whatever. Levers and buttons are pretty much all the same to me. Ooh, there was a graphic glitch there. A scary graphic glitch. Okay, so we go here and press this button. So I guess I'm opening all the... I don't know why I should call them the towers, or turrets. Spires. Oh, crud. I forgot to recast my Hour of Power and it ran out. So I have one more... Oh, so it's only 2. I have one more Divine Intervention spell left. And this still hasn't opened, which is annoying. Where can we go? So we don't need that place. Let's see if these doors opened. Yeah, they did. Okay, good. So what's here? Another lever, excellent. Can we open this? No, we can't. And has this opened? No, not yet. Ugh. Annoying. Okay, so this opened. Oh, there's a protector here. Behemoths by any other name, but not in Might and Magic 8. They chose to do things differently for some reason. Which is, like I said, weird, but, you know, I still like it. It's really sad to think what this game could have become if it had, you know, like good, let's say, leadership or whatever you're supposed to call it, and finances, I guess, but as I explained, 3DO at this point was in, I think it was financial and leadership trouble, so I guess it really shows. Alchemy skill plus 16, I'm just gonna give you this one because they gave you endurance and armor and HP, all the lovely things that I need on you at this point. I hit myself again. I was looking for that one. There we go. Oops, that one doesn't go to you. I wonder what the effects are. Oh, it could be that they have an insta-kill mechanic. And then my protection from magic is basically preventing them from doing... Do I have protection from magic on, actually? No, I don't have it. Well, beats me. They do have some effect, I guess, but I'm not sure which effect it is. Oops, that's the wrong spell. I want heal again. Now can you imagine this place being filled up with crystal dragons? It would have been such a pain to deal with them. I would really hate it, in all honesty. Okay, so this lever, did this open? No, it didn't, but I can open it from inside, I guess. Okay, so where do I have to go now? Possibly here. That seems the right way. And nope. So did the tower open yet? No, it didn't. Now we're at a point where there's a lever somewhere in this whole place, and I have no idea where it is. No, I don't want to do that. How to move this map? Can I move this map? Yeah, I can. Okay, so let's have a good look at it. So we clicked all these four, and I've pushed the button here and here. Where could it be? I pressed this one. Did I press this one though? Might as well go check, right? I know we pressed this one. We pressed this one. We did press this one as well. So we missed one, but I have no idea where. Let me check if I missed the one sort of here. Wait, where was I? So I have to go here and then here and now here. Did I actually miss? Oh, I did miss this one. Nice. See? I know. Oh, okay, we're getting there slowly. So this tower. There we go. And now for the last room in this whole place. Wait, it's not here. There we go. So to say that this thing is convoluted is putting it lightly. Come on. Okay, there we go. Let's make ourselves presentable. Eschaton. I sense some small presence in this chamber, greater than Nyats, Knots, but so much less than myself. Where is it? Oh, there it is. What have we here? Some of the beings of Yadame? Yes, destroy them, surely within my rights, but no. It has been a slow millennia. Perhaps they will provide some diversion. Speak then, lower ones, what would you have of Eschaton, the destroyer of worlds? Yeah. I'm Eschaton the Destroyer, also called Devil's Doom, the Spider in the Web Gate, and Ruin. There are places where I am worshipped as a god, but to myself I think of myself only as a servant to my greater masters. Know too that I have brought the cataclysm to your world which must be destroyed. It is a doom you have brought on yourselves by failing to eliminate the devil Kriegans from your realms. So who are your masters? My masters are those who created me. They gave me form and function. I have thus proven indestructible. I destroy worlds infested by Kriegans. So that is basically the whole reason he got here, I guess. Your world will be destroyed by the elemental forces that created it. The crystal in Jadame's central city compels those who live on the elemental planes to open their worlds onto yours. When their worlds meet at the crystal, the reaction will unleash irrepressible destruction across the lands, sky, and sea. All things living will die will live no longer. Will die no longer. Kriegans, In the time since the silence, your world has lost knowledge of the Kriegan's origin. That they resemble the devils of myth has been enough for you, and indeed devils is what most call them. The truth is they came from the beyond. Before they attacked us, my masters had no knowledge of them. The Kriegans infest our worlds and spread if they can. It would seem in an endless universe that they could expand in another direction than ours. But they have not made this choice, so we must defend ourselves from them. So the Kriegans are basically the devils from Might and Magic 6 and 7. And they are the central point, or central bad guy in Might and Magic 6. So he basically came here before the Kriegans were destroyed, or whatever. I'm just explaining things. Yes, your world does need saving. The cataclysm, if not stopped, will destroy it utterly. A quandary for you. I, as bringer of the cataclysm, know how it can be ended. Further, I acknowledge that since there are no longer Kriegans on your world, it need not be destroyed. Because of what we did in Might and Magic 6, where we killed the Devil Queen and destroyed the reactor of their ship, thus blowing it up. There were still devils in Might and Magic 7 for some reason, at you know what colony, but we've also wiped that one out. So yeah, I guess it does make sort of sense. But as servant to my masters, I am compelled to let the cataclysm continue by not divulging my knowledge to you. Still, I will ask you some questions. Perhaps there is something for you in the answers. So he is going to give us 3 riddles. And if you don't want to hear the answers to the riddles, just, you know, go forward about 5 minutes, maybe 2. So the first riddle, where does one serve to pay is not free to leave, but is free when one leaves. So I'm just going to type my answer out. And I really like these sort of puzzly riddly things in games, and I'm really sad that I don't get any more of them. What is there when you enter a room and cannot be outside, though you leave the door open? And this one was really weird when I was little. I really didn't know what to give with that one, and I personally love the third one. A moon-colored box meant to be opened from the inside protects the sun-colored life, the treasure of the sun-colored treasure of life. What is it? And I really like the last riddle here. I would judge that you've answered the riddles correctly. I suppose in asking them to you, I have in some way helped you. As far as I and my nature are concerned, this is sufficient. As a reward for your performance, take this small bubble. I have more than one and therefore more than I require. And see, I can give it to you because I don't know you have the knowledge to use it. So he gave us the Ring of Keys, which we are going to use. Well, you're gonna see where we're gonna use them. But he was basically programmed in such a way that, or raised up or whatever, in such a way that he can't help us directly, but he did give us a hint, so to say, as to how to get, you know, how to stop the cataclysm. So kill these plane protectors. I'm just gonna kill these things around here so I can rest normally. I guess they're upstairs? Or what? Why are you so much bigger outside than inside? That really sounds weird, but they were much smaller when I was fighting them inside, weren't they? Whoops. Keep falling down. Come on. Fall down. There we go. So that's the last one. Okay. So I'm gonna end this episode here because I think we did enough. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We are getting really close to the end at this point. Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe, leave me a comment, and hopefully I'll see you here next episode. Bye guys!